With its smooth Ajax integration, has Apple's Siri crossed the line into real AI in a future where technology rules? What if, however, we informed you that Siri is more than simply a useful friend? Did we just tell you that Siri is now artificial intelligence, AI, and that this will completely change how we use technology? With generative AI software becoming more and more popular, it makes sense that Apple would use LLMs to improve its default apps, which are already installed on billions of devices globally. People who were aware of the company's early endeavors think it has a distinct direction and a clear goal for its AI-enhanced products and services. Apple plans to add GPT-like functionality to its operating systems. I'm excited about Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC 2024, as an admirer of the company. This is the largest event that Apple hosts each year to introduce new inventions and software updates. This time around, all the talk is about Apple's intentions to update Siri with cutting-edge AI. Apple's intelligent assistant technology, known as Siri AI, can recognize and react to voice instructions by applying cutting-edge machine learning and natural language processing. Through conversational engagements, it assists users in carrying out a range of tasks, such as presenting information and making reminders. Since its launch in 2011, Siri has been a defining feature of the Apple ecosystem. However, in terms of contextual awareness and conversational skills, it has fallen behind rivals over time. Apple is now taking a risk by adding generative AI to Siri to improve natural, personalized, and private conversations. This could completely change the way we utilize virtual assistants in our day-to-day online activities. Enhancing Siri's ability to feel more human during conversations is one of the most anticipated features. Siri's answers will get more sophisticated, fluid, and situationally appropriate. At the moment, Siri uses pre-programmed answers. However, Siri can now understand questions more clearly and customize responses with generative AI. This will facilitate natural conversation, much like speaking with a real person. Additionally, Siri will learn more about your preferences and conversation history. Siri can follow the conversation naturally and offer tailored ideas and recommendations thanks to this contextual knowledge. Customization is another way that Siri is going to become more unique. Apple will let customers customize Siri's voice, personality, accent, and tone to their own. This implies you can customize Siri to be as official or informal, lighthearted or serious as you like. You can truly personalize Siri to be your style-matched digital buddy. Personalization also promotes consistent use since users interact more with assistants that match their preferences. Thus, anticipate enjoying far more enjoyment with the updated Siri. At the moment, Siri on the iPhone and Siri on the Mac seem very different. However, Apple hopes that the changes will enable Siri to function uniformly on various devices. An interaction can be started on one device and effortlessly continued on another. This will give Siri the impression of being a single, integrated assistant for all of your Apple devices. Additionally, this connection will make additional voice-activated features possible between devices. You might be able to ask Siri to transfer a picture from your iPhone to your Mac, for example. With Siri, this smart connectivity will completely change the way we use all of our Apple devices. In addition to being a virtual assistant, the new Siri is anticipated to produce text, translations, summaries, and other original content. This marks an interesting change for Siri since she will no longer only be able to perform tasks, but also create them. To incorporate AI-powered capabilities like auto-summarizing, autocomplete, and more, Siri will also seamlessly connect with Apple's first-party apps. Productivity will increase with notes, presentations, documents, and more. User privacy has always been Apple's top priority, and Siri is no different. Siri is going to get much better, which will highlight how important privacy is. With the help of AI and large language models that Apple is working on, Siri will be able to handle requests locally on the device rather than mostly relying on the cloud. This method distinguishes Siri from other voice assistants that significantly rely on cloud services by guaranteeing that user data is kept private and safe. Though there is a lot of excitement over Siri's latest update, there are also some warnings. Biases can accidentally enter AI systems, as we've seen with ChatGPT and other AI systems. To guarantee that Siri's responses are inclusive and suitable for many cultures, Apple will need to take precautions. Siri will need to be updated and improved over time, especially as it begins to perform creative jobs like writing. However, Apple has an advantage thanks to its on-device processing strategy. Reduced vulnerability to outside biases results from using fewer data to train models. Thus, there's hope that Apple can implement this update responsibly. It is most likely that the world will first see this updated Siri during the next WWDC conference. It offers the ideal platform for a conference with a software focus. Key executives should demonstrate how AI integration can make Siri's interactions quicker, wiser, and more tailored. Demos of Siri's enhanced conversational capabilities will probably be available for both its voice and chat interfaces. Later in the year, this will serve as the catalyst for the upgrade's device distribution. It genuinely marks a significant turning point for one of Apple's most recognizable products. The overhaul of Siri is much needed, as competition in the AI assistant market has recently intensified. To improve conversational skills, companies like Google Assistant, Amazon's Alexa, and Meta's Blender Bot have all used AI to varying degrees. For example, Google Assistant can now engage in a more lighthearted conversation, similar to what people would. Tone, voice, and speaking manner may all be customized with Alexa's new Custom Assistant feature. Apple lost ground gradually as it approached AI development methodically. However, Apple is moving to propel Siri back to the top of the pack now that generative AI is maturing. The developments are quite positive. Apple announced today that it will invest $1 billion a year to fully integrate generative AI capabilities across its entire product line in an innovative bid to improve its digital assistant Siri and catch up with rivals like Microsoft and Google. Apple was unprepared for the subsequent interest that other large tech businesses showed in its generative AI services. According to CEO Tim Cook, Apple has been developing its own generative AI technology for years, but it hasn't kept up with the recent wave of breakthroughs in the area. Apple has developed Ajax, a big language model. To test the LLM, it has also created an internal chatbot named Apple GPT. The goal of Apple's software engineering and AI team is to use its advancements in generative AI and incorporate them into Messages, Apple Music, Siri, and Apple's digital assistant. Under the auspices of Apple GPT, an AI model created to rival industry titans like GPT-3 and GPT-4, Ajax is being built. Ajax, with its mind-boggling 200 billion parameters, is a symbol of Apple's dedication to deeply integrating AI across its ecosystem. This ambitious effort might put Apple at the forefront of generative AI and hint at a revolutionary user experience. Apple's generative AI model, Ajax, can recognize and generate text, images, and videos, and it has the potential to completely transform user experiences. With this transformative capacity, users will be able to automate a variety of tasks, such as making complex 3D scenarios and easily turning photographs into GIFs. Apple Inc. is in discussions to integrate Google's Gemini artificial intelligence engine inside the iPhone, potentially paving the way for a landmark deal that would upend the AI sector. According to insiders who asked not to be named because the discussions are confidential, the two businesses are actively negotiating for Apple to license Gemini, Google's collection of generative AI models, to power certain new features that will be added to the iPhone software this year. The insiders also said that Apple has had talks with OpenAI and has thought about utilizing its methodology. Apple needs to make sure that the new Siri only produces safe content and stays away from anything objectionable or divisive. A mistake in this area could have detrimental effects and harm the voice assistant's reputation. Cost and ease of use are two elements that can differentiate Apple from its rivals. Giving consumers who are hesitant to pay for AI services a substantial edge by providing robust AI features without a subscription cost would be Apple's best bet. On-device processing, which lowers cloud-related expenses. We use Apple products, so we're very excited about the new Siri. With the addition of generative AI, it might become the most sophisticated virtual assistant available. The improvements in conversational capabilities, customization, creativity, and cross-device connectivity will fundamentally alter our interactions with technology. Siri has the potential to become an essential tool in our daily lives, serving as a digital guide that knows our preferences, completes tasks for us, and amuses us. Users are also comforted by Apple's privacy-focused strategy. Of course, as Siri tackles more creative activities like writing, it will require ongoing development. However, Apple's careful application of AI gives me hope that they can properly improve Siri. I, for one, am eager to use the next edition of Siri at WWDC in 2024. It's an exciting step towards the AI assistant of the future. As Siri grows more capable and ingrained in our daily lives, what steps can we take to make sure that this information is handled appropriately and not misused? How can we make sure that when Siri interacts with users, it does it impartially and fairly? Kindly share your thoughts on these. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please click the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.